Hey Curtis, what are you doing?
Just cleaning Dan's room. How's it look? Ah. It was a beautiful day out on the farmlands. Jedediah is now leaving breakfast time. Zechariah is still sleeping in. Hello, everybody. Hi. It is morning where we're at, and good morning for us. If it is morning where you're at, good morning. If it's not,
good whatever it is.
yeah, because we don't know what it is.
We just wanted to kind of go over and tell you about our time here in Brazil so far. We've learned a lot this past week, a lot about teaching, a lot about languages, a lot about how Zach just messes up everything. Yeah.
Right here we have some things we want to talk about, highlights of the week, if you will. So you just want to go day by day?
Let's just
go by day by day. All right. So you want to take day one?
Sure. Well, day one, we didn't really know what to expect. So day one meaning Monday, the first day of teaching classes.
Because we got here Sunday.
And so we came in and, didn't really know how it would go, but, that was our learning curve, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was a little rough the first day.
Oh, yeah.
Getting to know people and how it was going to work out, trying to teach people who don't speak English, trying to teach them in English and teach them English.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little rough, but it was good. It was a good start, I think.
Good start. Day two, a lot more people were engaged that day because they were more comfortable. They knew how things were going to be. And, it's not a bad thing exactly, but it was starting to get a little, some repetition there. So we knew what to expect, and it started being really good.
Yeah, it was good.
I was able to, I have, for the first 2 days, I wasn't really teaching. I was just sitting in, filming everything. But second day, I sat in and sort of audited, if you will, my class debate. And
yeah, also in the morning on Tuesday, Mario was able to give his testimony. Where everyone's giving their testimony, alternating days or whatever. And Mario was on Tuesday, and it was really good how he shared his God's work in his life. So that was pretty awesome.
For me, that was a really powerful thing because I've never shared it before. I didn't even have a written testimony up until that point. I never really knew what it was. And for any of you who may not know what their testimony is or may not think it's that powerful, really think about what has God done in your life, because for me, it was just like, I don't know what God done. And then when I actually thought about it and put it on a timeline,
it was powerful.
Very powerful.
Very good. On Wednesday, it was pretty sweet. We in my class we taught about marriage and love, and we were trying to just use that topic to get some English speaking going on. And interestingly, ironically, there was also some love in the air.
Or potential love in the air.
Potential love.
It's a funny thing. Before we came here, we asked Dan, what about relationships in Brazil? And he's like, we encourage it. We want people to still be communicating after the experience. And we're like, okay, well, what about a romantic interest afterwards? And he's like, I can't do anything about that. If it happens, it happens. So, needless to say, it's all in our heads now. Like, it's kind of all subtly in our minds. We're all kind of thinking about it.
Yeah, and Mario has kind of picked out a specific Brazilian young lady who is kind of the object of his focus.
I gotta say something. If you guys read my status, shameless plug-in, all the women here, most of the women here are very married already or dating. It's and also they're very young looking.
Yeah, like there are people,
everybody, not just women. Yeah,
there are people here that are like, they look like they're maybe 22 and they're 30 years old.
So day 4.
Thursday. We hung out after classes and everything. We they all went well, but we hung out with some of the students playing volleyball, which was really cool. Just cut loose and be able to hang out with them and play. And it was cool to see my parents getting involved because they at least my mom played volleyball in college, and so my parents just came in and switched on expert mode and beasted everybody.
And I wasn't able to join in on that day because I was too busy filming it for your entertainment, FYE. But it was very interesting seeing it from my perspective, and I think if I joined, I probably would have won. So
Okay.
it's a good thing I wasn't in it, probably.
Wow. Day 5, Friday. A lot happened Friday. A lot of stuff. First, I guess we should start morning worship. We have worship every morning. Someone comes up and sings a song, usually in English. But this day we had someone sing a song in English and in Portuguese, and it mixed together.
It was great.
And then we had someone else come up and lead a song in an African language.
It was a song native to them, but I think I've also heard that song in Spanish, so it's probably like an international song just come together, and it was really great hearing it in their language, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was we didn't know what we were saying. I mean, he told us what some of the lyrics meant in the beginning.
Yeah, it was basically about the greatness of God. But here's the thing, like, you can have fun worshiping God.
Oh, and it's meant to be fun many
Yeah.
times.
Oh, yeah. Don't think that it's boring and you just have to sit there and think it's lame. You can have fun. Also on Friday, in the evening, we went to a church. Every evening, people are going to a church to teach them more English.
Igreja.
To Igreja, is church. Mari and I went on Friday, and it was pretty cool.
Got to teach a lot. It's kind of like the same thing that we do here on a daily basis, but it's a little bit easier because they're more in tune with the English, and so it's just more to edify them.
Yeah, we just really want to bring English into the people's homes.
Exactly, because English is for all people that can learn it. Day 6.
Yesterday, Saturday.
Yes.
We went touring around Brasilia, which was really cool. We learned a lot. It was muito interessante. I think that's how you say it. Very
Probably
interesting.
Not. Probably
Maybe not. And it's interesting. Brasilia, which is the capital of Brazil, is only about 50 years old, which was pretty weird, especially since, if I understood correctly, Brazil gained its independence in like the 1700s.
Yeah, so it's been here for a long time, but only had an established capital very recently. And for what its age is, it's so unified, like organized. We have footage and video of just like how the place looks like. They planned it out so well. They really thought it through.
And I feel like it's governmentally and socially, like everyone's just active. And maybe that was just the vibe that the tour guide was giving off, but that's what I was feeling, So pretty cool.
We also tried some awesome Brazilian cuisine. It was lasagna, but the way they did it was still pretty good.
Tasted great, but I felt sick last night. I think that might have been the cause. But that's okay.
We also got to visit the top of the TV tower, which is in the center of Brasilia, which was also great. We got some awesome shots and things from there. I think we also met somebody very important. I think he was some sort of government official from Bolivia, I believe. It was, yes. I think you weren't there. You got off the elevator when it happened, but I met him. I didn't get to say hi to him, but I snapped a photo of him. And whether or not if he was somebody important, I took a picture because he was acting important.
And that's that.
And that's that.
Anyway, today is Sunday. It's been a week since we first started, since we first flew into Brazil. And
On parachute.
We've had a lot of fun. And right now we have to go to Igreja, church, Sunday morning. So it's been good. We'll see you later.
Every car in Brazil is a V-dub. Oh, and we're also at church.
I'm gonna go see what Curtis is doing now. Oh! I'm sorry. Dang it, Zach!